G'day guys, it's Tony here from Bitshares, and in this video I wanted to basically talk to the Bitshares community, and I wanted to go over a concept called outflow equals inflow. Just to give you an idea of my background, I did like 5 years of door-to-door selling and then spent a lot of years actually working in selling advertising around wall planners like calendars, directories, magazine advertising, that type of thing. Most of it was like cold calling. And what I noticed when I was doing that is that, in every business, usually it's seasonal. So if a business was, say, selling barbecues, naturally they were going to get a lot of business in summer because that's when everybody wants to be, in the outdoors and cooking steaks and lamb chops and that type of thing on their barbecue. So, people are already interested in buying barbecues. And so it always amazed me how a lot of businesses were actually allocating all of their advertising at a time when they were going to get the business anyway because the market was already looking for somebody who sold barbecues, for example. I always thought the opposite, that it was better to advertise when it was the off-season, to really enforce the brand, to really, get the name out there so that when people were actually ready to buy, there'd be this name that they remember. That doesn't mean that you don't do any advertising when it is the seasonal time. But if you did most of your promotion when it wasn't your season, because this is when pretty much every business, like the accountant would say, right, we're cutting back on promotion and marketing now because it's our off season. But that's the time to actually advertise. Kind of like, when there's blood on the streets, that's the time to buy because everybody else is selling. Well, it's the same with advertising and promotion. When everybody's cutting back on promotion, that's the time to promote, you see. So now getting back to outflow equals inflow. I worked for an organization for 10 years and we did, one of our promotional actions was actually to deliver flyers to letterboxes. And all the staff would have a quota and we'd go out every week. We'd print these flyers and we'd go out every week to allocated areas and we'd put flyers into these letterboxes. Now, interestingly enough, I don't think anybody ever came in as a result of that flyer. But here's the point. The fact that we did that promotional action, outflow equals inflow, usually there was a 6-week lag. So if we did a massive mail out, and it wasn't just the flyers, but we also wrote letters and, we did a lot of promotion. If we did a lot of promotion, 6 weeks later, the gross income statistic was up. If we dropped out that promotional action, 6 weeks later, the gross income statistic was down. So why am I telling you this? Well, I've seen a few people comment about how there's no marketing, the Twitter's not enough, there's no promotion, blah, blah, blah. But these are promotional actions. Every time a tweet is done, every time a Facebook post is done, every time a Steam post is done, it's the combined promotional actions are the outflow, and outflow equals inflow. Now, we may do like 100 tweets in 1 week and maybe not one person comes to Bitshares because of those tweets. But some business might just decide, you know what, I'm building something on Bitshares. Like that's how BitSpark actually found Bitshares. They Googled cryptocurrency, they came across Bitshares, and now they're moving the whole business over to Bitshares. Now, maybe at that time we were doing a lot of tweets or something like that and they never got one tweet. But because there was outflow, we got the inflow. It's kind of magical actually how it works. So don't worry if the tweets aren't working. What's important is that we as community members, all of us, every one of us actually do some kind of promotional action. When I wake up every day, I've got my Telegram open and I'm looking at the comments and I'm reading and I'm thinking to myself, okay, what can I do today to help promote Bitshares? Because I know winners make it happen, losers let it happen. I've invested in Bitshares. I've been buying Bitshares every day or every other day. So if I want my investment to be profitable, I need to do something to help promote it. This is not a centralized business where there's a CEO and a marketing department and staff who we can make responsible. We're all the owners of Bitshares, every single one of us. So you can either choose to be a player in the game or you can be a spectator. Of course, I have no respect for spectators. I don't respect anybody who just sits back and says, when are we going to moon, and actually does nothing other than criticize what is being done. To me, those people are kind of like parasites. They have a criminal mindset because they want something for nothing. They don't understand the concept of exchange. So for me, I'm trying to lead by example. And who am I? I'm a nobody. I'm just Tony, and I'm in the group, and I'm making videos, I'm doing tweets because I'm trying to encourage everybody else to do it. And if we all did it, there's absolutely no reason why Bitshares is not going to be successful, because I understand this fundamental principle: outflow equals inflow. If we all outflow, if we all think about what can I do today to promote, it could be to send a tweet, it could be to retweet a tweet, it could be to post something on Facebook, send an email to some people that you know, send an SMS message, do a steam it post, just some kind of action, anything is better than nothing. Okay. And it's the point that I want to get across is this magical thing that happens, the outflow. As long as we're outflowing, we will get inflow, and we may not know where that inflow came from. In other words, what I mean is, like, all of the outflow actions that we did, there may be no direct correlation. Like, we did a whole heap of tweets and not one person came in from the tweets, but yet some trader arrived into the group and said, hey, I'm thinking of investing 10 Bitcoin into Bitshares. How do I set up a wallet? Or, maybe Michael, goes out and he's talking at a conference and not one person from that conference actually ends up getting a Bitshares wallet and buys some Bitshares. But yet some other business finds us on Google and they want to set up, some kind of exchange on Bitshares. Or maybe Stan lands a deal, or somebody else brings in another client. You see, this is the thing. As long as outflow is being done, we will get inflow no matter where it comes from or why it comes to us. So that's kind of what I wanted to make this video about, is to encourage everybody to outflow. And now there's a nice steady growth. And it's my opinion that this steady growth is coming from the outflow that we previously started doing 6 weeks ago. And now's the time to actually do more outflow, to do more promotion, to increase the intensity. I'm not waiting for a worker proposal, I'm just doing it. And if I can get everybody else to just do something, it could be, do a trading chart. It could be do a video showing how, you're making profit on Bitshares. Just anything is better than no thing, okay? Anyway, I'm not the boss. I'm just a guy, and I'm having a go, and I'm trying to help, and I'm encouraging all of the other Bitshares community members to do the same. And that's the other thing. Promote the community aspect of Bitshares. Money is the lowest form of motivation. Duty is the highest form of motivation. And to prove my point, recently there was some cyclones in the States, Cyclone Irma, Cyclone Harvey. Now, a lot of people just went out and started helping. They didn't do it because someone was going to pay them money. They did it because it was a sense of duty. The community actually came together. So invite people to be a part of the community. People want to be involved in groups. They don't want to be by themselves. They want to be a part of something. So invite them to Bitshares, because we're not just a coin. You know, we're not a coin like a shit coin or something to pump and dump. We're actually building a platform where we're banking the unbanked. We're creating the next reserve currency. That I really believe that. I really believe that we are creating something that can help the world for, more liberty, more freedom, and to own your own stuff without some third party intervention. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking, and thanks for being part of the Bitshares community, and have a great day.